I got into this issue on the charitable side. You know, I have always been working with nonprofits for a long time now, and I was invited to go and speak at the symposium that the BC Association for Charitable Gaming had in October, and I have to tell you, that shook me up. To prepare for that, I spent an awful lot of time pouring through financial statements of the BC Lottery Corporation, and looking at the background, looking at all the history. But I want to just take a brief moment before I get into the body of this to talk a little bit about the charities that are affected by gaming policy. There are almost 7,000 BC charities affected by gaming grants in the province. These groups, people tend to think of this as an arts issue because the arts have been so badly cut, but I just want to bring your attention to who else has been affected. The Heart and Stroke Foundation, the Deaf Children's Society, these are just examples. And these people are out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, helping the poor, the weak, the vulnerable, the elderly, the disabled, the bullied child, the sports teams, the arts. They lift our hearts. The refugees, immigrants, our environment, they are there for us. They man crisis lines, deliver Meals on Wheels, search for the lost in our mountains, forests and rivers, fill our lives with meaning and poetry. We could not live without them. We could not ever afford to buy what they give us for free. And we have made a terrible mistake in mistaking their value for their price. Gambling was legalized in this country to benefit these organizations. And we have turned our backs on them. And we've turned our backs on them for money, for ourselves, so our taxes can be lower. Whenever gambling has expanded across the province, it does that takes place in a municipal hearing for slot machine or gaming table licenses. And whenever the applicant wants that, they always roll out the wheelchairs and they ask the elderly and they ask the hospice society and they ask all these organizations to come out and beg municipal councils to grant those licenses so that they can get that money. And I just want you to look at this screen, because this shows you where that money has gone. The purple column is what's happened, what the charities have got out of the increased gaming funds from the slot machines and the gaming table licenses. And the blue column is what BC Lottery Corporation and the provincial government has got. We are now below 1995 levels in our support for charities out of gaming money, and almost all, in fact, I would say this because I've done the math on this, not one red cent of the increased money out of gaming has gone to charities. I'm talking about the increase now. What the slot machines and the gaming table licenses, not one red cent. We are below 1995 levels. In Alberta, just to give you an idea, it's a guaranteed 24% of gaming revenue. And this just to show you, just to give you a little bit of a sense, this is a chart. The purple column here is capital expenditures. In Alberta, that purple column is it's about 1/3. Capital expenditures in Alberta on gaming are much, much lower than they are in BC. But look at the blue column. That's the amount that charities get. So charities in Alberta get $323 million annually, or roughly. They get 24% of gaming. We are down at we were 112.5 million last year, we'll go to 120, and we are still at that below 1995 levels. I don't understand exactly what our capital spending in the BC Lottery Corporation is going for, but we are projected to spend $346 million over the next 3 years in capital spending from the BC Lottery Corporation. Now bear in mind the BC Lottery Corporation doesn't own any bricks and mortar casinos. All it has is its own buildings, and it has software and computers for the online. So where is that $346 million going? While the charities are left to languish and suffer. And what is the real financial picture? As Peter has pointed out, we don't know the answer. We don't know, and this is only part of it. I understand from people in the real estate and development community that there are also tax treatments. We don't know what those are. There's a lot to learn. We are nowhere near ready to be making financial decisions about this.